In this video, I'm going to talk about Part C of Lab 2 in CIS18A. In this exercise, we are to create a Java program that uses arithmetic and relational operators. You can refer to page 47 and 48 in the textbook for the operator details. For the program, I use Notepad as a text editor to write the Java program. So at the top, I included the comments and the requirement of the program. We want to create a myvar1 variable and assign it 5. We want to create myvar2 variable and use the operator to do the addition there. And we would use the compound assignment operator to multiply 10 to myvar2. And we would display the value for myvar1 at the end of our program. I choose to use ops as class, and therefore I would save my file as ops.java. Make sure that it's the same file name. And within the main function, I declare myvar1 variable, and it's going to hold integers. So my data type here is int. So I have int myvar1 is 5. And for the next line, I created the second variable, myvar2, and it also holds integer, whole number, and it is myvar1 plus 1 as the assignment required. Then next, we would use myvar2 as we previously declared, and we would use the compound assignment operator. So because in the problem it asks you to have myvar2 is myvar2 multiplied by 10. So here we would use an asterisk with the equal sign to make it multiply itself with 10. So myvar2 is myvar2 times 10 at this line. And lastly, I would go ahead and print out the value along with a string stating that myvar2 is, and bring down the value from the calculation there. I enclose the curly braces to finish up the program. Then I would go ahead and click File, Save As. And I wanted to put it on desktop. And I want to make sure that I name my Java file accordingly. So .java. Then I would make sure that I choose all file and click save. After I created and saved my program to the location where I can find it, I will bring up my command line. And in command line, I simply change directory to desktop. That's where I saved my file. And in desktop, I can issue the javac command to compile the program, and it's ops.java. Once it's compiled and there's no error, I can go ahead and run the program to see the output. So I simply issue the Java command and the file's name without its extension. And as you can see, the output for my program states that myvar2 is 60. And you can manually check this as you go through and see how it updates a variable when you change it throughout the actual code. So in my program, just to recap, I had assigned myvar2 5 to start, and I used int for my data type for myvar1. And I assigned the value for myvar2. It is myvar1 plus 1. That's the second requirement. And next, I would have myvar2 is itself times 10. So I use the compound assignment operator there. The asterisk with the equal sign means that it's going to multiply 10 to itself. And it's going to have the result there at that line, and it stores the result in my var2. Then lastly, I have it printed out so that way I can validate the value. So I have my var2 is in string, and then I would use the plus sign to include the value that was calculated from the variable my var2 at the end there, and that concludes my program. So the output for this would be that my var2 is 60.